Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking. Today we're going to look at 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verses 6 through 7. Remember this, whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. As Christians, one of our ways that we worship God in the way we live our lives is by giving back to God what is already His and what He has blessed us with. And as these verses point out, God loves a cheerful giver. So not only should we give back to God what He has blessed us with, but we should do it cheerfully, not reluctantly, but generously and cheerfully, giving back to God. Understanding that God has blessed us with everything we have in our lives, your time, your energy, your resources, your financial resources, whatever it may be that you have been blessed with in your life, God has given you those blessings. Without Him, you wouldn't have those. He has generously given to you. What are you going to generously give back to God? And what are you going to cheerfully give back to God? These verses are a great reminder for us, especially as we look at the beginning month of a new year and want to live differently. Hopefully, we want to be more on fire for Jesus, more living kingdom-minded with a heavenward thinking perspective. One of the ways we can do this is by realizing that not only can we live our lives as an act of worship, like we talked about last week, in the way we live a purified life and in the way we live a holy lifestyle, but also in the way we give generously back to God. That is an act of worship, giving back to God what He has already given to us. And so I would encourage you, as you look at your lifestyle, to examine whether you are giving to God what is already His, or if you already are giving to God, are you giving to God with the right attitude, with a cheerful heart and a generous heart back to God? That's my challenge for you this week, and as always, we hope you'll join us next time for another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking.